Hi, this is Catherine Rose. I'm with Board Game Geek here at SPIEL 2016. I'm sitting with Mikko Punakallio from Rautapellet, and he's here to talk about Dokmus.
Yes, hello. Dokmus is a game about this mystical island and the player's quest to discover the secrets of the island. So players are leading a competing expedition from different tribes to the island and trying to discover the lost temples and ancient ruins that are hidden in the island. Dokmus is the ancient card of the tribe, so it's very important that you gain the most favor for your tribe. The island is guarded by these magical guardians, but they will help the players in their quest. They give you power to shape the island itself. And as you can see, the board consists of 8 individual map pieces. They are all double-sided, so at the beginning of the game we just choose which side to put where in the map. So there is a lot of variation in the starting setup. The basic idea of the game is that the player with the first player marker drafts one of these guardians for themselves, passes the cards to their left, and then the other players draft one. And then these cards, they give you the turn order, so in which order players move, and they also give you special powers. In your turn you can place 3 tokens on the board and also use the special powers.
And the tokens being these pieces here?
Yes, they represent the resources that you have for your expedition. And with these powers we shape the island to help us in our quest. For example, the number 2 guardian, it allows us to move actually one of the map pieces into the empty space in the board. So the map changes like this. And then the number 3, it allows us to move one of the tokens we already have in play, one space. The tokens actually go over the temples, but yes. And then the number 4, with that we can rotate one of the mob pieces 90 degrees. So as you can see, there is a lot of shaping of the island going on.
And very nice symbols on the cards to help you remember what they do.
And number 5 is kind of a joker. You can do any of the other actions, so you can move a board, rotate a board, or move a token. But you are going last, so that's the downside of that card.
So the number up in the corner here is the order in which you do your action.
That's the order. And usually you have to place tokens next to the tokens you already have in play. For example, like this. We place tokens in here. So as you can see, I'm just building a line in here.
And then when you can start moving your tokens, you'll be able to build further away.
Yes, and then when you do something like, for example, if I'm the red player and I have the number 4 card now, I can rotate this map piece like this, and suddenly I can get to this other map where I wasn't before. And your goal is to find these temples. There are red temples, which are normal temples, and golden, which are large and give you more points. And you also get bonus points that if you can find all the temples in one map. So for example, there are 4 temples in this map. So if the yellow one has tokens next to each of these temples, they have found them all and they get bonus points for that. But not to make it too easy, you also get bonus points for being on as many different maps as possible. So you constantly have to make choices. Do I want to go for all the maps or just concentrate on 1 or 2 maps?
Interesting. So how many players is this play?
This is for 2 to 4 players. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes per player. So with 2 players it's maybe 20-25, and with 3 or 4 players it's 40-45 minutes. And with 2 players we are playing with a bit smaller map. So we take 3 of the map tiles away, so we only have 5 map tiles, and this is the starting board
position. And then
position.
you can start moving the tiles.
Exactly, and then you are moving that. And with 2-player game, of course, you are playing a bit more defensively, and you are trying to block the temples from the other players, and so on. And then there are these different terrains in here that they also give you ability to do some nice things. Like
mountains and forest and
waters, yes. So like I told you, you have 3 tokens to use each turn. In addition to putting them in play, you can use them to use these different terrains. So if you sacrifice 1 token to the Dokmus, you are praying for the safe travels over water. Then you can move over the water anywhere the water touches. And this also works that when we have two different maps that are next to each other. I can go long distances over the water like this. And this is also one way to gain an advantage, that you rotate the map so that you have a large waterway and then you can get further
Much
way
further.
that way. Yes.
Interesting. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That is Dokmus from Lautapelet.